Let's get started. I'm gonna go through that one more time. These are the extra things you need. Be sure you have some water for your sponge. Be sure you have last week's washable markers, and that's key that they're washable. Be sure you have at least one paper towel, maybe a couple of paper towels. If you have some tape or Elmer's, that might be handy too when it comes to making our stamps. My Elmer's walked away. Sorry. So if you have either of these, that could be helpful when we're making stamps. And I think that's it. And your brushes from last week, or 2 weeks ago, or 3. I think I gave them on the first time. So bringing Marin back in. You're gonna need brushes, okay? And you need your little paints. That's gonna come at the end. These are paints.
We need a paintbrush.
Hold on, I think I might hear somebody. Great.
Is it Marin?
I really hope it's this.
Daddy.
Yay! I can hear you, Marin. Hi, Marin.
Hey, Daddy.
Let me see. Let's see what you got. Those are paint. Kind of messy, but it's all washable. We'll paint at the end, okay?
We'll put them here.
Perfect. You are ready to go. Do you have your markers?
Yes.
Perfect. Do you have some paper towels?
Paper towel.
Yeah.
Here.
Yep. You got some paper towels, and you'll need some paintbrushes.
Yeah, I'll make pants.
Could you be a little cuter, Marin? I don't know if you possibly could. I am so happy to see these faces, and yay, I get to hear your beautiful voice. Thanks for being here. Tell your mom she's a rock star for figuring out your computer.
Yeah, can
We
you
had to switch iPads to a different iPad.
There you go. Thank you so much. It means so much to me to be able to listen to her too. That's perfect. Okay, friends, let's get moving here. All right. So I always talk about elements of art when we're together. These are big art words, but you are also big that you can understand these. We talked about the element of line in the beginning. We're going to try some lines again because they're going to be really important when we go to printmaking and creating texture. So, hi, we got more of her. I love it. Never enough. So if you want to just start our little warm-up with this paper, there's a lot of different lines on that paper. So go ahead and find that. That should have been in your packet this week. And I'm going to use these awesome markers because they're so bright, so beautiful. And I'm just going to get into the rhythm of art and into the rhythm of patterns by simply tracing some of these lines, because these lines can be incorporated into your printmaking. So give it a try. Pull your markers out and just do some little tracing. And if you want to add to the tracing, because you say, you know, those zigzag lines are great, but I want to add a broken line of a polka dot. Ooh, look at that pattern. That word pattern I've used with you before. Does anyone know what it means to be a pattern? Does anyone know that word? It's a big art word, pattern. What is it when I do a pattern? Let's see if this lovely lady who wears rainbows knows all about patterns.
You go over and over again.
There you go, over and over, like repeat, over and over. You use the same line or the same mark, and when you do it in a row, over and over, just like that gorgeous page knows all about, it's called a pattern. Thanks, lady, you're doing great. I'm telling you, I need to borrow that bow. Oh. All right, so lots of different ways to make lines, and if you can come up with the name of your line when you're doing it, say it out loud to your friend or your parent, or just out loud. I see zigzag. I see circles. And as I do those over and over, that's making a pattern. This funny is kind of like a bumpy line or a humpy line or scalloped or curvy. All those words would talk about that line. Does anybody else see another line they're working on and they have a really good word that describes that line they're working on? Hi, Luella's face, I see you. Anybody else have a great way to describe a line? Juliet, what words do you have to describe the lines you're making? Oh my gosh, I love it. Can you think of words that describe those lines and patterns? Are they X's? Are they swirlies? You're doing so great. Good job. Keep working. How about you, Miss Lola? Do you have any words that would describe the lines you're doing?
No.
Come on, do you see a zigzag?
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to show me your work? Do you want to hold it up? Oh my gosh, amazing. I see zigzags, I see circles, I see curvies. Fantastic. Remember these lines when it comes to our printmaking. We might want to use them. And like I said, if you know of ways that you can add to these lines and add to these patterns, maybe I want to make these circles look more like flowers. So I'm going to do the bumpy, curvy line from underneath around the circle. See how Miss Jill added some things because I wanted to come up with some of my designs in there too. You're not stuck to just the designs that are already there. Hey, Xander and Monroe. Hi. Xander, your paper looks a little different than Monroe's, don't you think?
Yes.
Did you figure it out?
Yes, but it's hard with the marker.
Yeah, you could use a colored pencil if you'd like.
You can't see them.
A pencil or a pen, you do whatever works for you. You're doing great.
Yeah, and I'm just doing these color markers.
Show me your work, little lady. Can I see?
I'm not really done yet.
You don't have to be done. Show me what you're working on. Oh, yeah. Good job. So what we're doing right now is just connecting that, we're connecting our eyes to our hands, to our artist heart. And simply by creating and doing art, all of that stuff starts connecting and opening up, and we're gonna come up with some pretty cool stuff today. I think our little buddy might have joined us. Can I say hi to that handsome boy, Sage?
Arriba.
Hey, Sage.
Oh, Sage.
Hey, Sage. Hi. I'm so happy to see your face.
Say hola.
Do you speak Spanish, Sage? Or Portuguese? What is it?
He speaks Spanish. The other one's learning Portuguese.
Oh my gosh. Hi, Luella.
Mm-hmm.
Sage, you have never spoken your language to me that's not English. Do you want to say hola?
Pues say hola. Oh, te amo. Te amo. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's okay to be shy. You're doing great work, pal. What kinds of lines are you working on there, Sage?
He's doing the circles right now. Oh, color diferente. Yeah, azul.
This is our coach, Van Wagner, who also coaches my boys and teaches Spanish over the high school. So if you have older siblings, he might be their teacher. I know Smythe's know all about him, huh? Huh, Smythe, remember? Yeah, giving me a thumbs up. Look at those, little Miss Paige. Let's see it.
Show her the.
Whoa, zipping right along, busy girl. Hey, can you come up? Hi, is that Miss Kate over there?
Yes.
Hi, beautiful. Hey, Miss
Hello.
Paige, can you come up with a word that describes one of those lines?
Um,
Got it. You have it. I can tell you've got it. Say it. What do you think?
I've been working on these, the squares.
Squares.
like-
Squares is a good word for it. How
Like-
about the one right
these
above
ones
the
really?
squares? What are those like?
Are they like loop-de-loops? Try these ones. What are those? Are they loop-de-loops? Are they squiggly? What are they?
Loop-de-loops.
Oh, say it. That's an awesome line word. Say that again.
Loop-de-loops.
Loop-de-loop. I love it. That's a great loop-de-loop. That is a perfect word to describe the element of line. Perfect. Thanks, Miss Paige. Lines are something that combine point A to B. So one spot or one point to another point, and there we could do straight lines, we can do zigzag, we can do loop-de-loop-de-loops, like Miss Paige is talking about. All sorts of ways. You guys are awesome. How about Miss Marin, who I can finally hear her beautiful voice? What you working on? Oh dear, I can't hit the unmute. Oh, there it is. Say hi.
Hi.
Hi, do you want to show me what you're working on?
Not still working.
Still working. You keep going. You're so busy.
Let me do this. Now your turn. I did these.
Who's helping you today, Miss Marin?
He's daddy too.
Hi.
Helper today.
I'm so glad you're here. We love the dads joining in. Thank you so much. What beautiful girls you have. Thank you for sharing them with me.
Thank you.
They are precious.
Hit the light
Your
off.
turn.
Oh my gosh, what is that?
A toy.
It's a cute little cloud.
Okay, keep doing your art.
He's bumpy. Whoa, he's wiggly. Keep
Then
going.
he has stay away. We played dolphin.
These voices are the best. Oh my goodness, you kids are amazing. I'm so happy to be with you today. So after we start practicing our lines, then we're going to try our lines in our own way, in our sketchbook. And I've talked a little bit. I'm going to use big words. Even though you're little people, you guys know about big words. And we're going to try our lines doing a mandala. That's radial symmetry. What? Those are so many big words. Well, this little dragonfly shows how we can be symmetrical. Symmetrical means you could draw a line down the middle and it's the same on both sides. So if I have a line of symmetry down the middle, if it's the same on both sides, it has symmetry. It's symmetrical. Look at this bug. Does this bug look symmetrical? Can I draw a line down the middle and have it be the same on both sides? Would it? Yes or no? If I draw a line right down the middle, it's kind of like a mirror is the same on both sides. That's symmetrical. That has symmetry. Symmetry, same. Okay, so that S says same, same. Same on this side, same on this side is symmetry. Whoa, big words, but you guys can handle it. There's a crazy design. This is radial symmetry, which means it's the same moving out. There's a whole bunch of lines of symmetry going on in there. We're gonna try it. And it's a little tricky, but I think you guys can do it. Give me a thumbs up. I'm not standing with you, so I don't know right where you are. Give me a thumbs up if you're ready to move on, or a thumbs down if you're still working and you're like, no, Jill, don't move on yet. I'm not sure when I look at your stuff. So thumbs up means you're ready to move on. Juliet might need a little more time. Yeah, that's okay. And Paige wants a little more time on that page. That's okay. Yeah. And Sage is like, no way, man. I am just getting into this. So give me a minute. That's okay too. This is the least fun of our project today because this just involves tracing, but it does get us warmed up and it does give us ideas for our own lines that we can put into our sketchbook. Okay, so I'm going to show you what I'm going to do next, and you can jump in whenever you're ready. And I'm going to find the next spot of my sketchbook. Oh, Picasso, that was a fun day. Hello, Picasso Crazy Faces. Did anybody do that game with their family or friends after, where you roll the dice and you draw silly faces? Did anybody do that more? Yes, Juliet? Yeah? Anybody else play that game a little bit? Yeah? Juliet, who, hey, Miss Jules, who did you play with? That cute girl named Greta? Did you guys roll your dice? Yeah? Juliet, will you show me what you're working on? Oh my gosh. Whoa. Now Paige said the word loop-de-loops. Did you try the loop-de-loops? I can see you did. Can you think of another word for a loop-de-loop? What else could you use to describe that line?
Twirly.
Squirrely, twirly, swirly. That's perfect. Good job. Hey, Miss Marin, did you have something to show us? Hi. Oh my goodness, look at all of your lines, all in that beautiful color. Can you think of a word to describe one of those lines?
Well, what that mean?
Do you see a zigzag?
Zigzag.
Okay, that.
Yeah.
Well, what that mean?
Do you see a circle that goes like this? Circle.
See a circle?
Do you see
Well,
wavy lines?
I want to do those. We try them want to do this.
Squares.
Do you see square?
Want to do these?
Yep.
Bye and the marker.
Okay.
Or pen.
You're doing so great, Miss Marin. This is perfect. We're gonna try these all on our own. So I'm gonna move on and grab my sketchbook, and maybe I'll keep this close. And if it's not all the way done, that's okay. I can still put my eyeballs on it, and I can still see some of the lines that I could use. So I want this close, but I have my sketchbook out. Okay, it's not the paper I gave you. Those are separate. This is the one tied into the sketchbook. I have the next blank page here, and I'm going to try some symmetrical lines moving out of a circle. It's called a mandala. I'm going to use my markers, and if you want to try this with me, let's do it. Even if you're not quite finished with this one, Miss Jill didn't finish, but I might do that after we're done with class, or when I'm done with printmaking, I might come back to it. Okay, so I feel like we're practiced enough. Let's move on and get into our printmaking. So set that aside for a minute, pull out your sketchbooks, pull out a marker, show me you're ready to go on. If I'm gonna put you on my gallery view, and hold up a marker if you have your sketchbook out and you're ready to go. Are we ready? Yes, oh cute. I love it, Paige. Yes, flip to a new blank page, okay? Lola, do you have yours ready? Yep, bingo, bingo. All right, I'm moving on, friends. I'm gonna do a circle, little circle, just a little guy in the middle of the page, okay? It's just little, right in the middle. Try it. Now I think I'll pick a new color because I love all these colors and I love to make it so colorful. And now I'm going with pink. You can pick whatever you want, but I'm gonna look at these designs, and instead of doing the design going sideways, I'm gonna do this design in a circle. This is tricky, but you can do it. I think I wanna try this one that's curvy. And it's going to make it look like a flower. What the heck? So those little lumpy designs I made, they started sideways here. I did them in a circle around. That's called radial symmetry. Give it a try, guys. Let's see if we can do this. That was one kind of line or design. So now I'm gonna get another marker. I'm gonna try green. And I'm gonna say, I'm gonna do, let's see, I like the circles. I'm gonna do circles all the way around. Instead of doing them in a line, I did them around. I turned it. There's my circles going around. I use the same shape over and over, and when I repeat them, it's called a pattern. So now I have circles going around. Tricky, tricky. This is called a mandala, guys. You are grown up. And then I'm like, I want to try a zigzag. And I'm just building this design, getting bigger and bigger, moving around and around. Is this making sense to anyone? Give me a thumbs up if it's making sense. Hey, Juliet, I think you nailed it. Can you share what you got? Show me. Oh my goodness, look at that. You started with a circle and you kept the same pattern going out. Holy smokes, that was amazing. That's called a mandala. Can you say that word?
Mandala.
You made a mandala, Juliet. That's really grown up. Aren't you only 4? And you know how to make a mandala. Are you 3 still? You are so grown up for age 3. Your birthday's May 26th?
22nd.
May 22nd? Guess when my birthday is, Juliet? May 25th. It's right around the corner from you. When you're celebrating your birthday, I'm going to be thinking about you. And that is also my mom's birthday, which is a fantastic day to have a birthday. Coming up, you do not act like you're 3. That blows me away. Let's see, anybody else working on a mandala that could share with me? Show me what's working. How about Xander? Hi. Show me.
I haven't done anything yet, but can I do other designs other than the designs on the paper?
Heck yeah, you can. Of course you know other designs. But Xander, try to do it in a circle. That's called the mandala.
I know.
Yeah, you're doing great. How are you doing, Monroe? Are you trying your circles?
Yes.
You calling somebody?
She isn't. I ain't yet.
Okay, perfect.
Watch.
You guys are awesome.
Now look at my mandala.
Keep up the
I
good.
watch.
You're doing so great. Does
I
Miss
watch
Paige
it.
have a mandala you can share? Oh my goodness, he's just a little guy. He's just a teeny tiny guy. I love it. Perfect. Paige, keep building, going out and out, and build designs coming out of it. Can you? Do it. You're doing so great. Okie dokie. Anyone else have one? Come here, Miss Lola. Can I see your mandala? Oh my goodness, look at this. You started so little and you're moving out with those patterns. And you know what I like? Hey, this is making me think. You had loop-de-loops and curvies, and then you did a circle around that. You can throw a circle in any time. Can I do that on my piece too? Yes, okay. I think I'm going to. Oh, look at this one. Mirren! Look at all the shapes.
Birdhouse.
I love it. I think we're about ready to get into
Facing the other way.
this is awesome. Awesome. Keep building. Thank you, Marin. Keep building all the way around. Miss Lola decided to put a circle around her design. And then she can keep going. Ooh, maybe I'll try those loop-de-loops. And Xander was like, hey, I got some other ideas. Can I put in other things that are not what we see on that paper? Yes, of course you can, because that means your artist heart is wide open and coming up with all of your own ideas. I think I need some swirlies, and notice I repeat them. When I repeat them, it's called a pattern. And I love to change colors and do as many colors as I can. I could do lines. Lots of ways to do a mandala. Are we finished up with those mandalas or still working? It's hard when I'm not right with you to know. Give me a thumbs up if you're still working on your mandala. It's still going. Paige is still going. Good job, Xander. And yes, still going. I see it. Yep. All right, we'll give this a few more minutes. Oh my goodness, Julia, I feel like you've added things within the designs. Is that right? Yeah. Did you come back with patterns inside the patterns? That's really fancy. Patterns in the patterns. I love your colors. You know how to use lines. When you put lines over and over and you repeat them, what's that called? Yes, you made a mandala, and you use the mandala by making patterns. You are so smart. Yay, Greta, thanks for being here. I love your faces. My goodness. Juliet, here's what I say to you. Wowzers, okay? Oh yeah. Oh my, we've got something going here. Look at what the older brother is pulling out. Xander, whoa, look at that. What's this called again, Xander? Can you remember?
Mandala.
Mandala, it's fantastic. And this has lots of lines of symmetry. Unbelievable. Good job. Hey, Monroe, how's it going for you?
I'm not really done.
You don't have to be done. We're just still working. Perfect. Keep it up.
Well, I was just making a monster. I'm not done with the monster yet.
Keep going on the monster mandala. How about that? Hey, beautiful Lola. Lola, can I see what you're working on?
Sure.
How's it going? Oh, she's still adding all the designs. What are some of the lines called? What are some names for that?
The flower.
Flower? Do you have zigzag lines?
Yes.
I think you do. When you do those lines over and over again, and you repeat them, what is that called? Do you remember?
Daddy, I got green on the shirt.
Uh-oh, you got a little on your shirt. Is that your marker?
Yeah.
The good news is it's washable. It's supposed to come out, so let's hope for that. Sometimes art is messy, for heaven's sakes. Huh. What's that called? Is that called a
Pattern?
pattern, smarty pants? all these art words. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Thanks for making art with me today. How are the Van Wagnens doing? Hey, Miss Luella. Drew, how are you doing?
Sage will be back in 5.
Show me your patterns, Drew.
Oh yeah.
Awesome. And when you repeat those lines over and over, what's that called?
Mandala.
Yay! You are rocking the mandala. You're going to know way too much about printmaking when you're done with me this week.
I hope so. I want to.
Thanks for being here. Hey, Luella.
Hey.
Put your face in here because it's great. Everyone needs to see your face. Get over here. What are you snacking on over there?
Making brownies.
How's your day? Yeah?
Okay. ¿Quieres dibujar conmigo?
Hey, handsome. Hey, my buddy. Hi, Sage.
Can you say hi real quick? Okay. Say hi real quick.
Hey, we're gonna do some printmaking. You're gonna love it. Get over here. Let's get after it. Okay, friends. Here's the deal. Now that we understand some of these ways to make a pattern and ways to make a mandala, we're gonna try doing printmaking. And I've got a new way to do printmaking. The way we usually do printmaking is you take a piece of wood. Look at this piece of wood. And you take a really sharp knife and you start carving like this. And you make little textures. And that makes, when I touch it, it's bumpy. See that? Because I carved the wood out like this. But I didn't really want to send you home with really sharp tools. I would be afraid that would be kind of dangerous. Then you take a brayer and you roll the ink. That. And when the ink gets on it, then you put a piece of paper on it and you line it up and you pull it out, and now I have a print. That's called printmaking. The cool part about printmaking is once I have one design, I can print the same design over and over again. So this is already carved. Then I take my ink, I could ink it again, and then I could get a new piece of paper, put a new piece of paper on, and now have another print. Here's the other thing that's interesting. Where I carve out is white, okay? I put the ink on and it doesn't go in the little grooves. The lines become white. So they look black here because the ink went in and they don't roll out of it because they're dug in. So now it makes white lines. So I could give you the sharp tools. We're gonna try it with this. Take a little tiny square. Go ahead, get one out. There's 4 of them. So we have a few different tries. So go ahead and pull out that little white square. Okay, and now this guy, oh geez, where'd it go? This is called an embossing tool. Okay, and this embossing tool has these little tiny balls on the end. Do you see that little ball? Oh, hi, I have a friend. This is named Gus. Hi, Gus. He's coming to say hi to you all. Gus has really good texture now that we're talking about it. Texture is how something feels. When I touch his head, it's so soft. And when I touch his nose, it's so squishy. And when I touch his lips, they're a little bit slimy. Thanks, Gus, for showing all the parts. But mostly he's really soft. And I touch him because he has great texture that's really soft. Texture is how something feels. Okay, something feels when you touch it. So let's think about this. Texture. Hey, Miss Paige. Hi, Paige. Tell me how something feels. Touch your bow and tell me how it feels. Touch your bow in your hair. How does it feel?
It feels happy.
Does it feel bumpy? Nice. Feel your sister's hair. How does her hair feel? Touch it.
Touch it.
Bumpy also.
Is it a little bumpy? Perfect. These are all the ways things feel. We're going to make our piece bumpy, okay? We're going to carve it and make it bumpy. You're so busy. Look at that. Good job, little lady. So we're going to make our little printmaking piece bumpy. Hey, Miss Juliet, are you touching something that has texture? Yeah. Touch your sister. Touch the table down in front of you. How's that feel?
Bumpy. And my hair feels soft.
Soft. That's a great texture word. Bumpy and soft. Look at all of these texture words. We're going to make some texture in our piece. This shows smooth, like an apple or a glass would be smooth, and rough might be a tree, or soft might be a little cotton, or maybe that the thing I gave you, the little sponge, might be soft. Bricks might be hard or woven or bumpy. See all those words? Rigid or jagged. All right, so we are going to make something that has a lot of texture. That would be a bumpy, bumpy texture if I touch that. And all that paint. These are all lots of textures. When you touch it, it feels bumpy. So we're going to do that on our little paper. Are we ready? So grab your, it's not a paper, it's a foam. Be careful with this foam because if your fingernail gets in it or if you fold it, it will make texture in it and make a crease or something that will show up in your print. And you don't want that to show up in your print. So I am going to tape this on here and I'm going to take my little embossing tool. Try this with me. Now you know how to do all these lines. Now we're going to carve these lines into our tiny little guy. All right, here we go. I have an embossing tool. Mine looks a little different. This is what I've had in my studio for years. It's all messy. I want you to look at yours and notice that the balls are probably a little different size. This side is really big and this size is pretty small. You're better off to pick the bigger size. Okay, so figure out which side is bigger and use that to do your carving. All right, watch Miss Jill. It's gonna be hard to see, but I'm gonna push kind of hard. If I push really, really hard, it will break the foam and go right through. So don't push so hard that you rip the foam, but push hard enough that you make texture in it, which means you make a bump. The bump's gonna go down. I'm gonna start in the corner and I'm gonna try some of these lines we've been doing. Okay, so I'm just gonna push really hard and I'm going to be making some of these lines all the way around. Ooh, I might try the loop-de-loop that Paige told us about. Can you see how I've carved down? Put your eyeballs on the screen, friends. Put up here and look at the screen. By pushing pretty hard with my embossing tool, I have made texture. That means when I touch it, it feels bumpy. When I touch it where I didn't carve, it's smooth. So you want to make sure you're making an indentation or your print won't really show up. So you've got to touch it and make sure you've pushed hard enough, but not too hard that you rip it. And I'm going to fill that whole entire square with lines and patterns that I have practiced today. We've done a lot of practicing with this. Maybe broken lines or straight lines or bumpy lines or zigzag lines. And I'm going to keep going till I've carved my whole foam piece to be filled with all of these different kinds of lines. Can someone give me a thumbs up and tell me how this is going? It's hard for me to tell from here. Is anybody working on their foam piece? Oh yeah, that's awesome, Sage and Drew. Perfect. Show me, Lola. Pull that up close. Let's see there. Put that up by the camera, will you? Put it over a little bit. I can't quite see it. Scoot it, maybe back it up towards you a little bit. Let me see if I can see. Oh, yes, I see texture. I see texture. Keep filling that texture to fill the whole thing. Perfect. Fill the whole square. Xander and Monroe, how's it going? Monroe, are you trying the carving here? Did you get one of these out? If so, show it to me. How about you, Miss Juliet? Hold it up and show me your little square. Let me see it. Let's see. Oh, yes. Juliet, I can see by the colors of the screen, I can see it's indented, which means if you touch that, Juliet, does that feel bumpy? Yeah? Yep, you've made texture, and you need texture in order for the print to work. I haven't heard from this beautiful page. How's this going for you, sweetheart? Let's see it. Let's see it. Hold it up close. Yeah, good job. Wow, you're doing it. Fantastic. You're a little printmaker. You keep going till you fill that whole square. It's perfect. Awesome.
Don't push so hard. You're pushing a little bit too hard.
How is my buddy Marin? Are you carving in there? Can you show me? Let's see it. Do you want to hold it up? Can I see it? Let me see it. Did it make a hole in it?
Yeah, a real one.
A real hole. Isn't that interesting? That's what happens when we're just learning and we're trying to figure out what is too hard and what's not hard enough. But it's okay.
Oh.
You're so cute. That hole will just show up as a white spot in your print, and it's actually going to be just fine. Just build your designs outside of it and don't push quite as hard. You're doing great. It's kind of tricky to be a printmaker, don't you think, Miss Marin? Yes, that's awesome. You got it. I love it. Thank you.
I want maybe I didn't have.
It's okay.
It's okay to make a hole. It doesn't matter. It's actually going to print. And there's a reason I gave you 4 of them, because we're trying. We're just practicing. And it's a little tricky to figure out this process. And it's really tricky to have Miss Jill not in a studio with you right in front of me, because I could walk around and help you. But I can see that lots of you have helpers, which is fantastic. You're so lucky. And if you don't have a helper, that's okay too. We're just trying it. That's what's fun about art. After I have this carved, guess what happens next? Now I'm going to color it with a lot of different colors with these washable markers. And that's what's actually going to print on something. And you're going to fill the entire thing with color. And you're going to keep going with lots of different colors. Look, I'm going to trade off. Oh, I've got red, and now I've got green. I'm going to do a lot of different colors. Fill that entire square all the way full of different colors. Don't leave any white spots. You'll see white spots where you carved. That little indentation of where you have texture will show up white, which when you print will show up white. It's going to be fantastic. So fill that in with your markers all the way around. All the pieces. I filled in all the pieces of that foam, so nothing is left white. How are we doing with our markers? We doing okay? I see Juliet busy. You're filling it in. Looks like you're coloring, Miss Lola. Good job, Sage. You are working so hard today. My goodness, these kids are great. Monroe and Xander. Xander, did you get your piece carved and are you coloring? Is that working? Good job. Miss Monroe and Marin and Paige. Paige, are you busy coloring too? You getting the markers on it? You guys are doing so great. So busy. This is a lot of work to fill that entire little square. The more color you have on it, the more interesting that print is going to be. Yeah, fill that all the way in. You better watch out because the next part is coming and it's really fun. While I'm waiting for everybody to finish their markering, this might be a good time to take a break when you finish your markering or when you need to move because we've been going here over half the time. So if you need to wiggle a little bit or stretch a little bit, now's a great time to get the juices flowing again with a little lifesaver that you should have found in your pack. Oh gosh, nice, Xander. I'm loving that. Oh yeah, can I bring you forward so everybody can see? Let's see it, pal. Oh my goodness. Thank you for being here, Xander. It's so fun. What did you draw, pal?
I draw sit with every single dog.
Yes, you did. That is fantastic, Monroe. Good job. Show me that again, Mr. Xander. Is that a chicken? What are you drawing, Xander?
I was trying to make a bird.
A bird. I see it. It's perfect. Oh my gosh, I love it.
Birdies are like this.
Yeah, birds are awesome. Possum, you nailed it. Good job, buddy. Does anybody else have one they want to show me that they're working on? Am I moving too fast? I don't want to pressure you. You don't have to feel pressured. Oh gosh, I feel like Marin's got something great. Show me, Miss Marin. Let me see. Whoa! Guess what is so great about that, Marin? You filled all the spots with marker.
Daddy.
Yeah, it's perfect. You want to fill it all the way. Yep, perfect. Thanks for being here. You're rocking it. Eat your little lifesaver. Hey, what have we got over here? Oh yeah, look at that. Good job, Sage. Let me see that again. You are filling that all the way full of marker. Good job. Busy. You guys are so focused. What do you want to say about it? Sage, do you want to tell us something great? Hey, Sage, is that working for you? You having fun?
Yeah.
Can I have a little bit of your chocolate milk just to taste? Just like a little squirt. It looks so delicious. Keep up the good work, Betty. We're about to get to the printmaking, which is really kind of fun. All right. Good job, pal.
Yeah.
Make sure you take a minute to wiggle. I'm gonna eat my lifesaver. I'm gonna have a drink of water. I'm gonna reach the sky with my arms. And I'm gonna wiggle a little bit, get the blood going again. Wiggle those fingers up here. And Paige, will you lead us in some sort of wiggle, please?
Mhm.
Paige, give me a wiggle. Nice. Nice. She's got her shoulders going. She's got her cheeks going. She has the best cheeks in the world, on the planet. Best cheek award right there. She's rolling that bow around, rolling around. Perfect. Do you have a song you need to sing us too? No, none. Not a single song. Keep wiggling, and then we'll get to printmaking. Thanks, darlings, darling. Does anybody else have, Juliet, do you have another song you could sing for us? Ooh, look at you. Are you printing already? You are way ahead of the game. That is awesome. Can you lead us in a wiggle so we can all print with you? Go ahead, do a little wiggle for us. Or do you have a song? Nice, like the wiggle.
W-X-Y-and-Z. Now I know my ABCs. Next time won't you sing with me?
Yeah, that was awesome. I already feel a little looser. Good job. Thank you. Okay, friends, if your little square is all colored up and you feel like you're ready to print, pull it up to the screen and show me so I can go forward. Yep, Miss Juliet, she's ready. Miss Paige is ready. Miss Lola is ready. Oh, I love it, Lola. You filled every little part. That's perfect. Miss Marin, I saw yours, and Sage working so hard. Okay, guys, put your eyeballs on Miss Jill. Watch this little process here for a minute. So here's the trick. I have this foam all ready to print, and I want to print it on this paper, okay? But it's not going to go on the paper without a little water. So watch Miss Jill, because this is the trickiest part, is figuring out how much water to use. So be sure your eyes are on the screen. I'm going to dip my sponge in and move it around the water a little bit, okay? And then when I hold it up, oh, it's so drippy. This is too much water. If it drips all over my table moving over, that's too much water. So I'm going to squeeze a little bit out, about that way. Did you see how I kind of folded it in half? Squeeze like that. That's about perfect. If I squeeze it all the way so tight so I get all the water out, not going to be enough water. So it's really kind of tricky to figure out exactly how much water is going to make the best print. Watch me one more time, friends. I'm going to dip it in. It soaks up. I'm going to hold it up, and I'm going to do maybe just a squish in half, and that's just right. Watch Miss Jill. Here we go. I'm going to go onto this paper, and I'm going to rub it in the middle. Get it all wet. Notice I did not put water on the foam. I put water on the paper. Yeah? You can't see it, but I can see that it's wet enough. If I rub too much, I'm going to rub the paper right off. So you don't want to rub too much. Then I'm going to take my little foam. This is really important. Watch Miss Jill. Keep your eyeballs on the screen. Are you ready? I'm going to take the colored part and put it towards the paper. I'm going to stick it right in the middle. And as soon as it's down, now the job of rubbing. You got to hold it still and push pretty hard on the back of that. Push, push, push. And I'm going to rub every single spot, the corners, the edges, all through the middle, pushing pretty hard. The more you push, the more that marker, that color will get into your paper. Hey guys, watch this. Watch what happens. Are you ready? Put your eyes on the screen. Ta-da! I have a print. I'm a printmaker. Check it out. The color came off of the foam and onto the paper. And notice that all the places I carved become white lines. Pretty cool. The coolest part about printmaking is I can take the same foam and color it again. I just have to dry it with that paper towel. So if you're gonna use the same foam again, you wanna rub it with the paper towel so it doesn't have water on it. If that is wet, then it won't take your marker very well. It kind of ruins the markers. Now I can print again or color it again. I'm gonna fill it back in and I'm gonna do different patterns this time. I gotta fill the whole entire thing up all the way from edge to edge. All the white parts, the more marker I have on there, the better that print is going to work. So you don't wanna leave any spot uncovered. You gotta do a lot of work and fill it all the way in. I'm doing it on the same print, but maybe you'll come up with a new design and want to carve another one of those little squares. I gave you 4. And a big one. You can do a big design on that other one. Okay, I filled in all the color. Then I take my water. I'm going to just put it on the same paper in the corner. I put the water on the paper, turn this over, rub it, rub it. And there's another design. I'm doing like a checkerboard all over. If I were to do it around in a corner, I would make a mandala. Do you want to see an example? Look at this guy. I turned it each time and that created a mandala. Xander, I think you could do that. Xander, if you want to try doing it 4 times in the corners and turning it each time, that would create a mandala. Or you can have it be kind of random. Or you could do a, look at this picture. Miss Jill did a donut. And I did the donut different colors each time. It's the same print, the same little foam piece, and I printed it 4 different times from the same foam piece, but I printed it in different, I colored it differently each time. Does anybody have a print that's working? Is this working for anybody? Because I know it's a little bit of a tricky process. Is this working for anybody? Oh, here we go. Bring it in. We got a few coming in. Whoa, Lola. Amazing. You got it.
Backwards.
That is fantastic. Oh my goodness, good work today. Hey, Miss Lola, look at Miss Jill. You could color that same foam, a different color, and then print it. Oh, you're a step ahead of me. Awesome. Are you having fun today? I'm really proud of you. You know that? You are a good girl.
My mommy says that.
Well, she just speaks truth, that's all. Thanks for being here. I sure love your face. Hey, where did my Van Wagnens go? Where did my sage buddy? Oh yeah, look at this, friends. Yeah, look at all those colors. It's awesome. You guys are figuring it out. Good job. Anybody else have one they want to share? Is it working for anybody? Who has a print that maybe worked? I already know Juliet did because she showed me one. Juliet, do you have 2? Do you want to show? Let's see what Paige is doing. Paige, is this working for you?
I'm just doing that. I was doing the like.
Hold on, now hit unmute again. Oh geez, I still can't hear you. Hit unmute one more time. Sometimes I do it and then you do it and sorry about that. There you are. Hi, I finally got you. Oh yeah, have a little drink. Yep, yep, yep. You just look relaxed. You're so cute. Show me your print. How's it going? Oh my goodness, put it up there close because that is amazing. Oh my gosh, you printed it twice, the same one. How did you figure out this process so easily? You nailed it. Are you a smarty pants or something? What are you, 5? What are you, 10? What are you, 25?
4.
4, what? So grown up. You are doing so great. Good job. Anybody else want to show some prints? How are my buddies doing, Monroe and Xander? Is the printing working? Is it feeling frustrating or is it feeling okay? Because sometimes the process can feel frustrating. I do know that. It takes some time to be patient with it. How's it working? Xander, what's going on? Is it working?
One of them.
Oh, show me that. Oh my gosh.
Birds.
Oh my gosh. Hey, you know who you remind me of, Xander? There's this guy named Andy Warhol, and he would do this pop art, and he would paint in one color and do a lot of prints of them. Can I show you some? How's it going, Monroe?
Monroe, she asked you how is it going?
How are you?
Good.
Yeah? Are you working on your prints?
See, mostly I'm painting myself.
You can paint. You can do whatever you want with those. Did you know that? Those supplies are yours. Hey, check out this while we're talking about it because Xander is reminding me of this guy named Andy Warhol. He loved to do screen printing. This is a famous icon, Marilyn Monroe, and he would create a design, kind of like you create one design in your little phone. And look what he would do. He would print the same design over and over in a lot of different colors. Isn't that interesting? It's a lady's face. Put your eyeballs on the screen for a minute so you can see that lady's face. That's Andy Warhol. Look what else he did. We got to look at a couple of these. They're pretty cool. Oh, donuts. One design and printing a whole bunch of times. I think Juliet wants to eat those donuts, but Juliet, it's just a picture. You can't eat it. I'm so sorry. You're so hungry. How cute is that? Look at those strawberries printed. Oh, now we're all so hungry. So cute. Who likes to ride their bike? Oh my goodness, that could be cool. Make a bike design and print it several different ways. Okay, friends, you all have all those foam pieces. So you get to do whatever you want with them. You can do different designs on each one. You also have a great big one. And your great big one, take time to really think about something fantastic to do in that great big one. What if you made a really fancy design and you also could print that big one many times? I have these papers, there's the big foam, and these papers line up with it. So you make one print, one design, and you can print them all the different times on all of those papers. There's 6 different papers there after that you can do out from your one design. I have a feeling this is going to take longer than just today. So you can come back to them in the week and keep carving and keep printing and show your family how you can keep carving and keep printing. I'm going to try another way to do some printmaking. I'm going to take this big paper I'm gonna set these aside for a minute. I'm gonna take this big paper and I'm gonna see what interesting things I can do to that. I would like to make a stamp. So I put a couple of these in each spot. This funny little guy can be two ways. It can be the stamp itself or it can be the holder. I think I'm gonna let it be the holder on this one. I'm gonna take this foam, and this foam, look, it has a peel off on the back. Yours is probably green or blue. You can peel it off and it's sticky. Don't peel it off until you've cut it and created your design. Forgot to tell you, you need scissors. Can you find some scissors? I'm going to cut some interesting shapes. Maybe I'll draw a shape. I don't know. But I'm gonna cut some interesting shapes. Ooh, I also have, I think I gave you guys some hearts. You could also unstick the heart. That should be a sticky. That could be on your stamp. Maybe it's just going to be in the corner. And then I'm gonna take these guys off, peel it off. There it is sticky. And I'm gonna make some cool designs. You guys know all about lines and patterns and positive and negative space. So make something really cool on that stamp. Let's see. Well, that's as good as I'm gonna get. There's a stamp, and now I have a holder. Okay, and after I've created that stamp, I have another stamp. I could do another one on this one. I also have this funny guy. What if I cut out little bits of papers and I put them all over that toilet paper roll? What kind of design would that make? Look at the screen for a minute, my friends. Look at all the possibilities of these stamps. You could even get noodles or rice and glue those. Whatever has texture, right? So it feels bumpy or feels, it's gotta be kind of raised up. How about this? Look what happens when I roll those paper rolls that have designs all over them. Are you putting your eyeballs up on the screen for a minute so you know the next idea? So I've given you lots of ways to create stamps. Ooh, there's a texture word. That feels bumpy to me and squishy. Maybe I would want to tape that or glue that around, and that could be a stamp. I'm just going to use tape, I think. I told you to grab some glue if that works best for you. Figure out all the ways you can make stamps and designs. Okay. So I taped it onto the back, but there's my stamp. That's going to make for something really interesting. And after I have my stamps kind of created, and I'm moving kind of fast, I know, because I'm looking at the time, and I just want to make sure you know how to do all of these things, but it might last longer than this class. This is tempera paint. It is washable, but I've given you each a little bit of this. You can use your paintbrush, and you can cover these stamps. And I'm really curious to see what kind of texture I'm gonna get when I stamp this. I'm painting these dots. Let's see. I don't want to push hard. Whoa, check that out. That was awesome. Look at that stamp. I'm so excited. Oh gosh, but I'm really curious to see what this guy's gonna do. Maybe I'm gonna pick this other color that's hiding from me. Where did he go? Here he is. I'm gonna try purple with this one. All right. All right, I gotta paint. I'm just painting the parts that are sticking up. This has texture, it's bumpy, the bumps are sticking up. Uh-oh, the heart isn't quite as thick. It might not show up. I'm not sure, we'll have to see. So I'm painting those pieces. Okay. When I have those painted, let's see how this goes. I'm gonna push extra hard where that heart is to make sure that touches. What? Hey, look at these designs, friends. What kinds of designs can you make? I can't wait to see. This could be really crazy. I don't know. I'm gonna give it a whirl. It's gonna be a lot of work to paint all the dots, all the way over, all the way around. Luckily, this is washable paint, so if it gets on my hands, it should be pretty easy. I gotta paint all the dots. You could dump the paint in a tray, I guess, and roll it, but I'm not with you and I don't have all the parts, so I just thought I would keep it simple. Oh, that is a lot of work, though, I will admit. What's gonna happen when I roll that guy all the way down that paper? Make sure I have plenty of paint. This is kind of a messy job, but let's give it a whirl. I'm gonna hold it on the edges and see what happens when I roll the edges down. Look at that, friends. Hey, what is happening? What? I'm loving this. This is so fun. Hey guys, somebody give me a thumbs up or a comment. Does anybody have ideas on how to make their own stamps and their own printmaking? Yeah? Juliet gave me a thumbs up. Give it to me. What are you thinking about? Yeah? Just a thumbs up? Oh, here she goes. Yep, you are on your way. This is going to be so cool. Did you cut it and stick it? Yeah, let's see it. Keep going, fill that whole thing. You're doing so great. Juliet, are you having fun? I'm kind of having fun. I don't know. I think printmaking is a blast. There's so many ways to do printmaking. Who else, friends? Does anybody else have something working for them, or are we understanding what we're doing? Yeah? How about these great Van Wagenen boys? I got all the boys here. Oh, you look busy, busy. That's cute. Hi, Gray. Thanks for joining the party. Oh, I gotta unmute you. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. There you are. Hi. How's it going, Sage? Oh my goodness, you are so busy. This is a lot of work to paint all the dots, don't you think?
Yeah, he's trying, he's concentrating.
You are working so hard. There's a lot of ways to do printmaking. So you can use the stamps, you can use the toilet paper rolls. Just make a mess here. It's so cute. Oh my gosh. Yeah, keep it up, pal. I can't wait to come back and see how that prints. Printmaking is kind of fun, I'm going to admit. How is this beautiful girl Lola doing? Hi. Hold on, hold on. You just, how's it going?
Good.
Is it making sense? Did I say it way too fast, or are you okay?
I'm okay.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
What are you working on right now?
I'm looking on paint.
Okay, what are you painting? Did you make a stamp?
Yeah, I'm making stamps.
Show me it. I gotta see it.
We'll try to put this here.
Hi there.
Hello.
Oh my gosh, you've already done all these things? My goodness. Do you love printmaking? It's kind of fun, huh?
Yeah, also got paint on my shoe.
That's okay.
All this is washable, so that
Right.
hopefully will come right out, but don't come
We
after
will
it doesn't.
practice just for this.
Crappy.
Lola, I love you. You are fun. Ooh, show me the stamp. Hold that up.
Hold it up. Sure.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome. And you can paint it over and over and over again. Oh my gosh, you're doing so great. Keep up the good work. Are you having fun, Lola? Me too. I love hanging out with you kids. Hey, who's this little cutie? Where'd you go? Hi, Marin.
Hey.
Let me see your stamp, sweetheart. What are you working on? Show me the stamp, will ya? Hold it up to the screen. Let me see what you got. Oh, those are awesome. Good job. Are you painting? So busy? That's a lot of.
Again, all done.
You're doing so great. Keep it going. I can tell you are concentrating so hard.
Assuming that
Fantastic. How about the smites? Oh, look at how you're painting that, Miss Page. That's tricky.
Sure.
Oh yeah, so tricky. Okay, I can't wait. Have you done any printing yet? Oh geez, unmute yourself because now it's not letting me mute you. Unmute you. Can you reach over or are you too busy with your paints? Oh, there's a ponytail that just jumped in. Can you hit unmute?
Okay, there we go.
Can you
Ah,
skip it,
thanks, Kate.
Jen, please? This way.
She wants a little back massage too, Kate, while you're at it. Rub her shoulders maybe a little bit. Give her like a little head massage and comb her hair. What are you working on? Are you printing that, sweetie?
I'm doing it, but like I needed to get my
Yeah.
brush.
Keep going. You're doing great. You don't have to fill that whole piece, right? You could just do a part of it.
Just print it now. Just smack it on paper. Like this. Look.
You are working hard. Ooh, I like that big paintbrush you added to it. It's perfect. Paige, are you having fun?
This paper and just like smack it on. Just like print it. Like, do you want to put it like right?
Can you do those
Just
parts?
go like that.
There you go.
Like this.
You're lucky to have a fun big sister that's jumped in with
Take
you.
it off now.
And then look, ready?
Show me! Hurry, I gotta see! Oh, whoa, that is fantastic. Kate, did you paint that twice or print it twice?
Yes,
Okay.
I did print it.
I want to tell you what that's called because that's really fun to do too. So when you're printing something, okay, watch Miss Jill. I fill this up and I have it all painted. Okay, and I'm gonna do a print. And I feel like that heart, I'm gonna do red. All right, the first time I print it and put it down is called the original print. Watch what I can do. I have that handy little handle. I'm gonna pull it off and put it back down without putting more ink on it. It's called a ghost print. It will be lighter than the first one, but it will still have some shapes to it. So watch, friends. This is a ghost print. Here we go. I lifted it up and it's lighter than this one, but I didn't put more paint on it. You can ghost print a couple of times. That adds interesting texture too. And you can keep filling those pages with all the ways to print, and you can put it all over the place. Friends, our time is about up here. I'm gonna pull you back to gallery view. Has anybody made a fantastic print that they want to share with the crowd? Is anybody excited about what they're doing? and want to share it? We still in the middle of working on it? How is Miss Juliet doing? I feel like you're almost there. Oh, this is a lot of work. Ooh, are you putting bubbles on top of that? Oh, yes. Good job. How's it going, Miss Juliet? Hi. Are you popping the bubbles? It has great texture, don't you think? How does it feel when you pop it?
Funny.
Funny? You're funny. Pop one, I want to hear it. Ooh, dip it in the water? Why not? You're just making a big old mess. That looks like a lot of fun. I kind of want to jump in there with you. Are you having fun, Miss Juliet? Me too. Thanks for printmaking with me today. Have a good day. Keep going. If you have more work to do, just keep on going. You don't need to stop just because the time's up. You can come back to it too. Hey Lola, how's it going? Hi Lola.
I had to make it smaller so it can fit in there.
I paint those ones and then put it on there and see what happens.
Lola, you're so lucky to have your dad jumping in there with you. That's so fun. Show me what you're working on. Do you mind? After you print it? Oh my goodness, what? That is so fantastic. Good job. I feel like somebody's ready for a bike ride. Hi, what's going on? Show me your cute face, Sage. That is awesome. Put your face around there with your helmet on and give me a smile. Hi. That's awesome. Whoa, oh hi Gray, we need you in there too. Come on, put all your faces in there. Ready? Come on, Drew, duck down. This is a family photo. That's so cute. I'm so terrible at sending them. I need to sit and send them all because I get the cutest pictures. Hey, are you guys having fun or no?
Yes.
That's
Okay.
cool.
Yeah.
Hey Sage,
What?
you're a printmaker. Nice job. Now you're a bike rider. Go get him, Tiger. Thanks, Drew. You're awesome.
Oh, thank you, Joe. Thank you.
Have a great day. Good to see you, Gray.
Bye.
Bye.
You know all about it.
Oh, repeat no, my photo.
Oh, I love you so much, Sage. Thanks for popping back in. Oh, my heart. That is the sweetest thing. You guys have a good day, okay? Good to see you.
Bye.
See you later. Okay, friends, I'm polling everybody to unmute all, and everybody can, I'm putting on gallery view. Everybody wave to your friends and say have a great day and enjoy art. I so love you. Thanks for playing with me today.
Yeah, all done?
Everywhere.
I need to print that. Okay, you can print.
Have a good day. We'll see you next week.
We're gonna clean up in here, okay?
Daddy.
You guys.